Okay, so I want to begin today's video with a note of appreciation to Tana, who very kindly, gave me this new, this microphone as a gift, wireless microphone as a gift. So Tana, if you're watching this, thank you so much. Really appreciate this. And those of you watching, do drop a line in the comment section below. What do you think of the audio quality of this new mic versus what I had before? All right, so today's topic. Um, a couple of weeks back, I published a video talking about how much used car dealers make when they buy your car, or rather, how more important. I was drilling down why do used car dealers undercut the market value of your car by such a significant margin when they offer to buy your car out. Okay, of course, somebody in the comment section mentioned that at the end of the day, it's none of my business, right? I don't care if the used car dealer make money or lose money, right? And that is absolutely true. See, the thing is this is a very complicated relationship going on here. See, in the trade of a used car, right, there are typically three parties involved: the buyer of the car, the seller of the car, and also the used car dealer in between. And the way things are currently set up is that all three parties, none of their interests are, well, perfectly aligned with each other. Let me explain why. So, if you are the seller, of course, you want as much money back from your car. If you are the buyer, you want to buy the car at as low a price as possible, especially in the case of a used car where you also want to have some cash in hand ready for some post-purchase repairs. And and the used car dealer in between, they are a business what? They want to make money. So how do we align the interests of these three parties more closely so that everybody gets a win-win-win? Okay, and the thing is, you see, I have I have been in the car industry for 16 years, and I have a very special love for this industry. And till today, um, I'm I've never ceased, to be grateful to be involved in such a beautiful industry. I call it a beautiful industry. All right. But here's the thing: the car industry is very, very wide, and there are a lot of stakeholders at play. See, beginning right from the moment you purchase a new car, the moment you make a decision to purchase a new car, your decision to put, whether it's 50,000 down, 100,000 down, 200, 300,000 down, your money goes to feed a long line of people, starting from the salesman to the owner of the dealership to the national distributor to the manufacturer, the banks making the loan in between, and then of course after that the suppliers and all these companies. So they have their employees and their shareholders as well. So there are a lot of players at stake, and the relationship between the new car industry and the used car industry, to me, is a very symbiotic one, because you see, for there to be enough demand for new cars, there has to also be demand for used cars. Because if people who are ready to buy new cars, if nobody is there to take their used cars, their old cars off their hands, there won't be enough people buying new cars. Plain and simple, right? And for the used car industry, if nobody buys new cars, well, there won't be supply of used cars down the road. So both these industries, right, both halves of these industries need each other. So when you argue about new car versus used car, whatnot, right, you're totally missing the point, because both new cars and used cars, they need each other. End of story, right? So now the thing is that, right, coming back to what I said earlier, how do we ensure that buyer, seller, and used car dealers can better align? So the thing is this: at the end of the day, The reality is that the used car dealer who is functioning as the intermediary between the transaction, okay, he or she ensures that one, the seller who is selling the car is paid. Okay, so means as I said, today you want to sell your car, you go to a used car dealer offer you money part today. I mean, reputable one, immediately you get money, you let your car go, you immediately get money. All right. Buyer, well, here's the thing. Let's say, for example, when somebody wants to sell their car, the right buyer for that car may not be here today. It may take 3 months down the road. It may be 6 months down the road before that guy appears. So, in between, who's holding on to that car? Who is facing the depreciation of that car? Who is bearing the problems of that car? Used car dealer, right? And in that process, while facing the risk that the used car dealer sitting on a lot maybe wire kena bite by a tikus, right? Maybe develop engine problem, gearbox problem. All this is risk to the used car dealer, and at the same time, not mention that the fact that the car is depreciating every day, and the first has to pay his rent and pay all the workers' salaries and all that. So that's why if the used car dealer, so that's why there's that such a big gap, easily 30,000-40,000 ringgit between what the seller receives when he lets go the car to the used car dealer versus what the buyer pays for the car. So that's a big gap. And the question is, how do we close that gap in a way that the used car dealers don't die? You see, the thing is that I have this philosophy when it comes to business, is that right? I don't like to ruin people's rice bowl. That to me is completely against my principles. For me, I like to to go into business partnerships, business dealings where everybody wins together. All right, that is the only way you can ensure a long and sustainable partnership, right? Sustainable business arrangement. So the question that came to my mind is, how do we ensure that the buyer is able to get the car at a good price, the seller is able to take more money back from their cars, and at the same time, whoever is facilitating the deal in between is still making a decent cut, right? For facilitating the process, for handling the Puspacom inspection, the JPJ name transfer, all that, to ensure that both buyer and seller have a seamless experience. And that's where the answer of, although it is not new practice, but from what I see, this is the most, the best intermediary solution. So instead of the used car dealer buying the car outright from the seller, now this is for situations where the seller wants more money but has holding power, right? You're not in a hurry, you must let go of the car immediately. So if you can hold on to the car a bit, you can wait, you have the holding power, then selling your car by consignment basis is the best way to get more money back from your car. Because in this instance, the used car dealer does not take money out to buy your car. The used car dealer is functioning almost like an agent, all right, selling the car on your behalf. Now, why is this significant? You see, if let's say like a used car dealer have to, just simple, 20 cars. 20 cars times 100,000 ringgit is 2 million ringgit. And looking at the way cars are depreciating now in EVs, the China brands and all that, right? That gap between market value and resale and trade-in value will only grow bigger. Cars will only depreciate faster. So, which is why I believe the selling by consignment model is the way to go for used car trading in the future, whereby, okay, just think about this. Instead of the used car dealer have 2 million ringgit stuck under 20 cars, right? That 2 million ringgit is liquid cash available for the used car dealer to fund their operations. All right, means that their money is, or they can deploy in a very liquid kind of investment. So what this means is that the dealer is now then able to operate with with a smaller amount, right? So for example, he no longer have to, because he is not the dealer who take the money out, right? He doesn't have to make 30K, 40K for every transaction. He doesn't have to put that buffer. All you probably need is about maybe 10, 15K in between. That's it. So think about this. Compared to, let's say, for example, a used car with a value of 180,000 ringgit. Okay, you probably get an offer, if you trade in today, you probably get an offer of 140. All right, if you're lucky, 150. Then, versus if you sell using the consignment model, okay, maybe instead of 180, maybe instead of selling at 180, you sell at 175. So buyer wins. Why? Because you get slightly below market value. So then out of 175, used car dealer take maybe 10K, all right, 15K, you still get back 160. All right, you get more. You have the whole concept behind this is that 30, 40,000 ringgit gap, 30, 40% gap, we can narrow it down to 5, 10%, right? And everybody still wins. Everybody still wins. Okay. So I believe that is the future for used car trading. And this is an area that I will be putting in a lot of my attention on, my focus on in the coming months. And I just want to share with you, if you're watching this today, on Sunday, 6th of July, I will be organizing in partnership with Chari Cars, whereby we will be doing a one-day event, all right, at the Strand Mall, Kota Damansara. Just bring your car there, park there, and sell for free. Means that you just bring your car, park there. Of course, you have to pay parking, all right? Park there, okay, and you can either stand there and sell the car yourself, or you can pass the keys to us. We will help you sell the car. And basically is this: if the car is not sold at the end of the day, you can take it back. If the car park there, somebody buy, and you do the closing, you means you yourself stand there and wait for the buyer to come, and you transact with the dealer, you agree whatever price, no charge. Okay, you only pay if you say that, hey, Con, I need your guys to help me with JPJ name transfer with Puspacom. Okay, or you want to do an on the spot 200 point inspection, because we have two hoists there, can jack the car on the spot. We can do undercarriage inspection. All right, but it is all strictly optional, and the objective of that event is really, I see that too many people out there in the market are in a situation where you want to sell your car, right? But the gap between what your car is worth and what you're getting back is too low, and in many cases it's below what it's less than what you owe the bank. So I'm making it my mission, all right, to help sellers get more money back for your cars, to help people who are shopping for used cars to get the best possible deals, to bring together a truly win-win-win situation for everybody in the market. So if you're interested to bring your car over, check out the form in the description section below. Fill in the details of your car. I need to have your number plate. Okay, we need to have your number plate so that when your car arrives on that day, we know to let you in. Okay, so yeah, that's it from me today. Until my next video, take care, stay safe, see you soon.